In a world where more and more organizations are getting behind tree planting to offset carbon emissions, it is often difficult to tell whether the trees will wither and dry up, die, or result in thriving forests. But what if there was a solution to measure the impact of their efforts? Cecil Migai, an automation engineer at Safaricom, and his team have developed a tree monitoring app that will ensure the efforts are not for naught.
We have a mobile app that collects data. So we have agents in the field. So they go in different counties, and within those counties we have forests that have been segmented into blocks. So those blocks are assigned to, for example, Safaricom, and then they go to the blocks and verify what the farmers have planted. So once they get the data, they submit it to the server, where now we can generate reports and review and monitor whatever has been reported by the agents.
He shares the inspiration behind the development of the app and how they went about it.
The thinking behind the development of this app, first of all, it was an interaction that we had with the sustainability team, who are responsible for environment objectives within the company. So they reached out to the IT automation team, where I'm from, and then we collaborated with them to come up with the tree monitoring solution, which is now SAF-TGIS. How we developed the app, this was in 2021. It took about 3 months to develop it. We had interacted with the sustainability team. They had reached out with the idea, and we were the executing team. We collaborated in terms of having sessions, getting to define what the problem was, and also coming up with a solution.
For the success of SAF-TGIS, the IT team works with agents on the ground with a streamlined audit process to verify accuracy of the data collected.
Within the app, we don't just collect trees planted, we also collect how many trees have dried and how many trees have died, and we even capture the reasons. So that's the role of the agents. When they're in the ground, they take photos of the tree that has been planted and the trees that have dried, and then they investigate within the CFA teams what was the causes of the tree to dry up, and then they relay that information. The sustainable team are able to follow up on the causes and maybe have a mitigation plan around to ensure that we have higher rates in future. So how we ensure that the data that we get is accurate, especially the numbers. So we have 2 levels of audit. The first level is when the agent visits the ground or visits the location. They collect the information. Remember, the information that they collect is number of trees planted. They take photos of the trees that have been planted and also the location. The second phase of audit is we have a sustainability representative that will visit the location to verify what has been reported to the system, which is now Safaricom auditing what has been reported.
Cecil revealed some of the forests they track using the app.
So some of the forests that we have our blocks in includes Kinale Forest, includes Ndarago Forest, includes Kakamega Forest, Nandi Forest, and so many others. But the number of forests that we have our blocks are about 10 at the moment.
He shares the main challenge of operating the app.
One of the challenges that we faced almost immediately, and sometimes we still face, is the network issue. When you go inside the forest, some of these places are a bit dense, and so the network coverage is a bit affected. So that has been an issue. The good thing is something that we foresaw while we were developing, and how we've mitigated it is, in fact, it's an idea that came from the agents themselves. They suggested that they can just collect the data and even generate the location. Then they can fill this information later on in a place where they have network.
Cecil emphasizes the value of teamwork in the development and deployment of SAF-TGIS.
As a team, IT automation team, we didn't build it alone. In fact, we wouldn't have built it without the noble idea from the sustainability team. So they came up with the idea, and then we brainstormed together, us having the skill and them having the brilliant experience in environment knowledge. We were able to come up with this solution. Then post that, we had QA that are supporting us in terms of ensuring that the quality of what we delivered was good for the user. Then we had security team that ensured that our system was secure. The rest of the community where we were planting the trees, they were able to embrace us even as we planted the trees in different blocks, and also the agents that we were able to consult with and also help us collect data.
Cecil shares insights on how the app can evolve in its utilization in the future.
how we envision the app morphing. One is bringing other corporates on board and then riding on the platform. The second one is also making it public for the public to be able to use and make tree planting more fun for the nation. Also other ways of evolving. There's an opportunity for IoT, which is instead of always having the agent audit and verify what has been planted, we can have sensors, and we can have so that they can help us track the growth of the tree. We can have cameras just to track the tree in real time. The other aspect is we can bring machine learning, because as we collect this data, it's going to grow bigger and it's going to be useful for predictions and so many other arrays of opportunity with machine learning. So yeah, there's an opportunity there.